everybody, this is Fouad Al-Ghaffari. I'm the founder of the Yemeni Advisory Office for Coordination with BRICS, speaking from my homeland, Yemen, where today is the 18th of June 2016. I'm extremely happy to extend my words to the Schiller Institute in its international conference, which is expected to be in Berlin by 25 to 26 of this month for a common future of mankind. Please stay with us for a while. Dear Mrs. Helga zepp-larouche, the Honorable Chairwoman of the Schiller Institute and the New Silk Road Lady, dear Mr. Hussein Askari, the Middle East Coordinator of the Schiller Institute, ladies and gentlemen who are gathered in this conference in Berlin today. It is a great pleasure for me to speak in front of you, at least electronically, after having made many unsuccessful efforts to join you in person. Our excuse is that the Anglo-Saudi war of aggression has made us prisoners inside our own country, Yemen. The other reason is that the political leadership here inside the country have failed to fully recognize what our Advisory Office for Coordination with BRICS has achieved in terms of establishing a clear vision for a creative and protective credit system and building a future for the nation along the New Silk Road. The fact that we were hoping that through attending your conference and meeting you, we would be able to learn firsthand about the idea of a national reconstruction bank, as it should be, to ensure a dignified life for the people and independence for the country. This would have sent a message to both enemies and friends that the Yemen can be a master of its financial and economic fate, even after 15 months of a war of aggression which was intended to be a collective mass murder of our people. Although I carry a great deal of pain in my heart for the absence of my team and myself from this conference, nonetheless, I carry a great deal of joy and gratitude for you and for your team for the outstanding awareness achieved in my country about the New Silk Road and the World Land Bridge and the new economic system of the BRICS. All that awareness delivered special marks, that is, acquiring through our advisory office the rights to publish and distribute the Arabic version of the EER special report, The New Silk Road Becomes the World Land Bridge, and printing 1,000 copies for the Yemeni market. Completing the public reading of half of the report in regular reading events each Tuesday in the Yemeni Center for Strategic Studies and Research under the sponsorship of the Yemeni literary giant Dr. Abdulaziz Al-Magaleh, and with the participation of government agencies, civil societies, organizations, private sectors, and political groups. Presenting our advisory office vision in a special conference organized by the Finance Ministry, resulting in recommendations to the government to establish a special national commission for coordination with the BRICS and the founding of a national reconstruction bank. Signing a special protocol with the coordination agency with non-governmental organizations for childcare in order to produce and print a children's guidebook for the New Silk Road report. Signing a protocol viewed by the ladies in our advisory office and the Yemeni Novelist Club to write literary works reflecting the message and spirit of the New Silk Road. These would be novels and stories expressing the commitment of the women and the men of the letter to the common good and dignified economic conditions for the people. Under signing of a special protocol for producing a guideline for training youth, expressing the right of the youth from the National Dialogue recommendations and the Peace and Power Sharing Agreement. That will also include the outcomes of the first BRICS Youth Summit held in 2014 and in anticipation of the outcome of the upcoming BRICS Youth Summit in Ovac, Russia. It will also include the legacy of the Chinese new foreign policy paper and the Arab world which was issued in January 2016, and the UN Security Council Resolution 2250, which is related to youth and peace and security. All these are to be included in our vision for a national youth policy. Our advisory office presented an offer to the Electricity and Power Ministry for a new power policy in the short term and long term, including the revival of our country's nuclear power program. Establishing a website for our advisory office, which is www.alfuadsolutions.com. Informing the different government institutions on the importance and necessity of preparing a special report for reconstruction of the Yemeni economy to be added to the special report on the New Silk Road that strengthens the Yemen position in international negotiations and identify the true friends from the false ones. The advisory office paid special attention to the refugee crisis and came up with a vision that large-scale infrastructure and technological development will contribute greatly to this issue, as they provide a higher living standard of living to ever large numbers of people. Training the members of the advisory office in reading the EIR special report on the New Silk Road report. And finally, our advisory office has recently adopted a special vision for the inclusion of space technology and space science in its activities to keep up with the developments of the New Silk Road in the space. All these efforts and achievements, ladies and gentlemen, were made in a record time of 4 months under the worst military attack on our nation in known history. This was possible due to the dedication and resilience of the young women and men in our advisory office, who confronted the aggressors by creating hope for the future and broke up with the conventional thinking methods to make breakthroughs that led all the way to the far side of the moon. I thank you for your attention and would like to send to you all fragrant greeting from my homeland and its people, who are indeed in need for your solidarity. We wish your conference all the success in its proceedings. We will hopefully be able to join you in new events in the near future. Thank you very much.